Hey guys, well, what a week, what a couple of weeks. I wanted to make a video because I haven't been posting on Instagram. Actually had a video to come out on YouTube tomorrow. It won't come out. This is a different one than that one. And I haven't been on Facebook or anything like that. And people have started asking, saying, are you okay because of the whole coronavirus situation in Spain, which is obviously a situation everywhere. So I wanted to just do a one video, which I'm gonna put up on IGTV. I'm going to put on Facebook, I'm going to put on YouTube, just to give you guys kind of an update of what this kind of unprecedented 2 weeks have been like. But first of all, I wanted to thank you for checking in. It's nice to know that people notice if I'm not posting or if I'm not around. But yeah, my health is 100% fine. Yoly,
I'm good too.
yeah, Yoly's good too. She's behind the camera. We're here at home, just on our terrace. So I made some notes about what I wanted to give you an update on. It was kind of an update on life over the last couple of weeks and what the future looks like, and also on Devourer, because that's really been the focus for the last couple of weeks for me in terms of my time and my energy, because obviously it's such a big part of my life, but it's obviously so been so affected by the situation. So this is going to be a video without cuts. It's going to be a little bit free form. I might check my notes, but that's the nature of the beast. And it might be the nature of the beast for the next few weeks. You might be seeing more kind of home content from me while we're under lockdown. But really, I mean, overall, what's happened for the last 2 weeks here in kind of my head in Devourer in Spain, it's just the news has just moved like wildfire. 2 weeks ago, you know, it was starting to think, okay, this could be a problem, both for people's health. Obviously, we knew it was a problem, but I think, you know, and I, like a lot of people and myself as well, at the beginning, you don't know how serious it is. And you're like, this will, you know, yeah, this might affect things a little bit. This, you know, it won't get that serious. And I think you kind of live in a state of denial almost. And what's happened is, say, 2 weeks ago, I think we started to see that, okay, this could be a thing here in Madrid, even though it already was a thing. Obviously, it was huge in Italy already, but yeah, it's kind of still in a state of like, wow, you know, how bad could it be? And now we're looking at lockdown on Monday. But that was 2 weeks ago. Then on about a week and a half ago, we started to notice, you know, the news was starting to shift. And I think everybody was in that state, because looking at our sales for Devourer Tours, they really started to drop from a week and a half ago, the Wednesday ago, as people are thinking, well, I don't want to go to Spain. And our cancellation rate started to drop, started to shoot up for people on upcoming tours who are canceling their trips. So it was really that point where I think everybody was starting to realize, you know, who was coming to Spain or in Spain, that maybe this was something that was going to be serious. But then today I'm recording this on Saturday. The last 3 days have just, that wildfire has just increased massively. It's just been moving so fast. You know, and really my focus for the last week has been Devourer Tours, because of the impact on that, and because we employ 25 plus people and 60 plus guides who are freelancers. So, you know, it's making sure that obviously we can keep the company going, and also for their livelihoods as well. So that's really been where my energy is at. And, you know, when you run a company, you do like worst case scenarios, and then you make cuts, so you take measures because of that. And it's been like every day or every 6 hours, the worst case scenario has gotten worse. And literally, you think you've made a decision, and the next day it's like, my God, that felt like a week ago, that decision yesterday. So what we decided, I'm just checking my notes here, really, I guess what happened is on Thursday last, you know, 3 days ago, we thought, okay, you know, Lauren and I, my co-founding partner, Alejandro, also our co-founder, were like, you know, we don't feel comfortable with this. One of our core values in Devourer is do the right thing, and that can be a hard one. It's a gray area. Do the right thing. It's not a black and white core value, but it came to a point where, you know, our tours are all about getting people together. We didn't feel like it was the right thing to continue running tours. And so then with the travel ban, that I think it was Thursday morning, we woke up to that news from the States. It was like, I think we need to pull the tours, you know. And a big shout out to Lauren, who was really driving that idea, and you know, because it takes a little while to realize that. And she was like, I think we do. And I was like, yeah, I agree. I think we do. And so we decided on Thursday that we would suspend all tours from Monday until the end of April. We believe we'll be able to run from May, the tours, just checking. And I will give you a life update and a Yoly update as well. I just want to kind of deal with the Devour stuff, because it's been kind of devouring my mind for the last little while. So we suspended tours And I just want to also call out, if you're running a company and you're in tourism and you're in this similar space, it's hard, right? Do the right thing is an interesting concept because, like, well, the right thing for the community, for the health, for the travelers, for the vendors who could get infected, for the guides, but also the right thing for the livelihood of the company and the people in the company. Like, if we, by shutting down tours for, or suspending tours for 6 weeks at the moment, that puts the livelihood of people who work in the company under threat, and also the solvency of the company. So it's a real hard balance to find, but we believe this is the right thing to do, and we're working really hard to get through this with our team intact. Our team has been amazing, 100% support. So if you're wondering about, for your company, if you do that, as long as you help people understand, they will realize that it is the right thing to do. So here where we're at. So look, that was yesterday. Today's Saturday. That was yesterday. We told the team. We then in the end just closed the tours on the weekend as well, i.e. today and tomorrow, because it was like, well, why are we waiting to Monday? News is moving so fast. You still don't even realize how fast the news is moving. Watching the Spanish government deal with this, you realize they're in the exact same space. 3 days ago, it's like the Prime Minister or the President's calling for calm, and now we're looking at lockdown on Monday. And you just realize they're in the exact same mental state where you think this will not be as bad as it will, and 6 hours later, your world has changed. And I give a lot of credit to those people who for weeks have been saying, this is more serious than you think, take it, listen to that. And I think, those people are really heroes for calling that out, and I wish kind of the world was listening to them earlier. So what does that mean? Yeah, so we're going to suspend our tours till the end of April. We'll be up, we hope, from the beginning of May. So tours are still on sale from that time, and ideally still operating. I'm glad that, and so just like a life update, Yoly and I are here at home. A lot of people, I saw some messages this morning, are you okay? And Instagram, and I was like, Yoly, I think I need to make a video and just put it out on all platforms and do an update. And that's what really this is, an update. So the President of Spain is going to be speaking this afternoon. They've told us that there's going to be a lockdown. We don't know if it's just parts of the country, the full country, I'm not quite sure, from Monday. By the time I upload this video, that will be news. Again, wildfire. And so from Monday, it will lock down. Yoly and I will be here at home, being in lockdown. Actually, one of our colleagues, Abby, who's our operations manager in Italy, she's been in lockdown for days already. So we'll have to get some tips from her. But really, the streets are empty. And so we're going to be here hanging out. And I will be making videos in the coming days from home. I thought it'd be a good chance to maybe make some cooking videos for whether it's YouTube or IGTV. I don't really know. It's something I've been thinking I wanted to do. But yeah, currently in Spain right now, if you went out to the street, there's still some people walking around. It's not like warfare out there. But the social responsibility side is to stay at home and not spread it. My mother back in New Zealand has respiratory issues, so you can just see that we have a responsibility to protect the most vulnerable and to protect the health system so it doesn't collapse. And so even if we might feel fine, we have a responsibility to stay at home, not to be getting together in groups. And so that's really, really important. All the bars are closed, all the shops are closed, apart from the key shops, pharmacies, supermarkets, and yeah, sounds like restricting our movement from Monday, so we'll let you know how that is. And whether it's in the States, that's probably coming in parts of the States as well. And I hope that I want them to take extreme measures because it will end this sooner, I hope. And also it will be more likely to help the survival of Devourer Tours, because the sooner this ends, the sooner we can get up operating tours. I do have one thing, overall, I just want to say, this is not like the one video I'm going to be making under lockdown. I'm going to be making daily content. I'm just going to be sharing with you the experience, but I wanted to bring you all up to date. But I do have one thing to ask, and I want to get this right, and so I'm going to look at my notes now and again. But as an owner of a small tourism company, a lot of people have trips booked and things like that. I'm understanding how it is kind of really from our perspective at the moment. So I would ask you that if you do have trips booked in September, in October, check your cancellation policy. If you're able to hold on to your tickets and not cancel yet, Devourer Tours, you can cancel for free up to 48 hours before the tour. Hold on to that booking, because that cash is really important for that hotel, that tour company. The airlines is probably another thing, but for those small companies, that cash is so important for them to hold on to get through this. So if you've got a booking in September and you can cancel up to 2 days before if you need to, hold on to that booking now. Even if you cancel other parts of the trip, you're helping that company survive. And so the other thing I was going to say, here me scanning through my notes. So the other thing is maybe you can see that you could make a trip or do a tour or book a hotel for a trip you think you might want to take for later in the year. Go ahead and book that if you know you can cancel it really close to the time, because then you're injecting cash into that small tourism company. Just want to kind of give you guys that perspective. And I would say, if you do have a tour booked with Devourer coming up, not during our suspension period later in the year, keep in mind you can cancel right up to 48 hours before. So all that cash you can leave with us is actually really, really helpful and helpful for the livelihood of our team and the company. So I would encourage you not to cancel yet, if or hopefully ever, but you know what I mean. And the other thing I would say is, if you have a company out there that you really love, and I'm not talking about tourism company, I'm talking about restaurants. Restaurants are closed down. This is just hitting everyone. I'm just sort of talking from the tourism perspective. But if there's your local pastry shop or your local restaurant, if they sell gift certificates, buy a gift certificate if you can afford it, because again, that cash will enable them to get through this to the other side. And a lot of companies now have gift certificates that are fully transferable, things like that. So at Devourer, I've actually put a link in this. If you're on Instagram, or I'll put a link for Facebook and YouTube, you can buy a gift certificate. Again, it lasts, I think it lasts forever. I'd have to double check that. It's pretty much lasts forever. And it's fully transferable. You can give it to someone else. So just think about how you can maybe support. And I say that knowing that probably actually the tentacles of this are going to hit everyone. So everybody's probably looking for that support. So it's not just poor tourism. But so that's kind of an update, guys. That's it's been an incredible 2 weeks of learning, and we have a long way to go. It's been learning about leadership, about how to run a company in crisis, about all that. Now will be the personal stuff as we're going to lockdown, and what that looks like. And I'm just looking forward to sharing it with you. And yeah, it's a pretty incredible moment we're living in. So I hope we get through it, all of us. And if you've got friends, family who are ill or who have died, then my heart goes out to you. And I mean, what else am I going to say? This could go on for hours, but I just wanted to thank you for being part of the audience here, for watching this channel, my social media, and I'll be keeping you guys up to date. So goodbye from me, salud, and we might go and have a glass of wine at home. We only have one bottle, but Yoly bought some vermouth as well, so we're good for vermouth. Goodbye from Yoly. Goodbye. And Yoly, you there?
Yes, take care. Love you all.
All right. See you guys. Ciao.
Ciao.